They arrived in waves of Merlin helicopters. More than 100 soldiers delivered at speed to seize an airfield from a well-dug-in enemy. This is 3-para training for their role as the UK's spearhead rapid reaction force, ready to deploy at speed anywhere in the world. Arriving by helicopter is the best way to do it.
It's clearly what you want to do when you're assaulting an enemy position is to try and get as many troops to mass effect, to try and get as many troops on the ground in one time as possible. So you can imagine, you know, by parachute, by helicopter, if you can put 200-300 guys, soldiers, on the ground at any one time, that's a massive effect to overwhelm the enemy.
But it's not as easy as it might look.
You're disorientated, you're not facing the right way, you can't see out, so you're constantly relying on the aircrew giving updates to you to tell you where you are, to when you land, to which way you move out of location. But there's a lot of training involved.
It's something as a brigade we haven't done in a while, so I think reintroducing it to the guys that we've got now, coming out of operations like Afghanistan, it's good. It's a good experience for all of us, up to the highest level down to the lowest private.
This is a NATO exercise. The troops are preparing to one day deploy as a multinational joint task force. 3-para work closely with French paratroopers and with the US 82nd Airborne Division. Helicopters, fast jets and ships at sea are all involved.
Today we've called in some naval gunfire. We have mortars and artillery guns from 7-para RHA, so we've got quite an arsenal for us.
These troops aren't assaulting the area blind. They already know where the enemy positions are because the brigade's reconnaissance force, the Pathfinders, have been operating on this airfield covertly for about a week, gathering all the intelligence that's needed to conduct this assault.
Without their help, we wouldn't have a clue what we're about to face or the enemy threat on the ground. So they're passing information the whole time. We're getting briefed by our commanders and then passing them down to our soldiers. So we all have a clear picture of exactly what's going to happen on the ground.
The Paras are a light infantry unit, but they're backed up with substantial troops and equipment. C-130 Hercules land in quick succession, delivering the engineers, artillery and other supplies they need in the following days and weeks. It's a complex operating environment.
Getting an operation like this correct, it's all about rehearsals, all about preparation, everything from your kit down to knowing exactly what you're going to be doing when you get onto the ground and where you're going to be going. So yeah, it takes a lot of time and effort to get something like this right.
Airfield seized doesn't spell the end of the mission for 3-para. They'll defend this airfield for the next 48 hours before they push forward and continue the fight. Charlotte Cross, Forces News, Kinloss.